One decade ago, an Australian boy turned on his computer and recorded his favorite game, hacking it to make it a silly little video. He expressed his sense of humor through a skit of a plumber hungry for cake throwing the princess at her castle, and uploaded to the biggest video sharing site on the web. Little did he know that would kickstart years of success and various adventures about a dumb, hyperactive Italian and his all-ball crew, starring in nonsensical yet charming, at times epic parodies that are one of a kind. Today we celebrate this momentous occasion with Glitch Productions' second movie, the SMG4 10-year anniversary special. Hello everyone, it's W here, and welcome to this review of SMG4's latest movie. We're in for something fantastic this time around, but before we can get into it, this video contains spoilers. If you haven't seen the original movie, assuming you already watched it, feel free to tune in. Now grab a spaghetti plate, boot up your glitchy PC, and let's begin. It starts with an opening shot reminiscent of the video that began this legendary series. Mario heads to Peach's castle begging for cake, but as soon as Pikachu flies into the picture, a pizza delivery Teletubby barges in to give him his order. Looks like Mario is switching up his diet, huh? This shenanigan actually interrupts the filming of the recreation of The Cake is a Lie, in which SMG4 plans to celebrate the show's 10th year milestone. Annoyed, he brainstorms something else for the celebration and settles on a party where everyone they ever met in the last decade is invited. So the red and blue duo travel to gather around all of their friends, allies, and even enemies in a beater vehicle with a wagon attached. What follows is a marathon of references hanging from the show's history that we have spent ages counting them all. At Inkopolis Plaza, Glitchy invites Heavy Squid to fill in for Maggie, who's still on vacation, and at the mall reunites with his old recolored buddies. Where
are you right now? I'm at the soup store! Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? You!
X and FM. The two hopeless for seeing the pursuit of happiness run into him with a shopping cart, desperately asking about something, but gets flung into Bowser's storytime reading unfolding a dangerous encounter with the villager. Meanwhile, Mario hunts down Toast Guy for his piece of whole wheat delicacy, causing a butterfly effect of events that circulate into a chase sequence, while Glitchy's predicament lands him into a lightning round of SSENMODNAR, ending up in the same frenzy as his partner. The two run for their lives and find Susan, who cares about her last name, with her remote, snatching it to freeze the angry crowd, saving their skins. They teleport everyone to the castle, and Mario announces their party to thank everyone for their misadventures they had along the way. The crowd agrees and the festivities are underway. Everything looks going to be great, but Ford feels like there's something missing and phones in his rival SMG3 to join in out of the gratitude. He warps in with accompanying memes to temporarily visit the dimension for the big occasion. Then Glitchy gives a celebratory speech to the partygoers and the audience, thanking them for the show's input and success across the years. Topping off with an amazing musical number describing the series.
SMG4, insane profane themes with spicy memes. Everywhere you look and see, clever bright minds
like me. Stories that want more, with skits or arcs or winners stuck in door. Something for everyone on SMG4. It's full of laughter,
Violence,
waifus, and good pasta.
Prepare to lose IQ
when you're with the crew.
Time to say cheers. Hold our tears to these amazing 10 years.
This decade dreams came true. And we want to say
thank you.
In every single quest, you guys always were with us, that's why you're the best.
We had some good times, maybe did some crimes.
And there'll always be more friends.
Memes.
Worlds to explore.
Thank you for watching SMG4.
Special seems to be wrapping things up very nicely. However, it isn't the last of it, as the meme gang are about to undergo a heavy escapade. The party concludes and everyone besides the main crew heads home. 3 compliments his arrival for the good time before he goes back to the internet graveyard with his rotting allies. Suddenly the hobos from earlier barge into 4 yet again want to talk to him. SMG3 heads off but gets locked out of the portal, which happens to a part of what obsessed duo try to warn them about. The end of the universe. His memes become corrective for staying out of their habitat for too long, and the group starts to hold them up with a trademark battle. Mario and Bowser use their fire breathe, Bob and Shroomy practice their firearms, Psycho and Axe to swing them with her hammer and his ink waver. Melanie reveals her hidden power of the fierce deity mask, attacking with the sword. Not so useless now, huh? Bookins and Luigi makes use of their special body, pillow, and nose direction respectively. The entire uses Archibald with the power of their cyborg arm. Unfortunately, their luck runs out as it's impossible to kill the corrupted memes, so they retreat to the castle, but Mario 4, 3, X, and FM are surrounded and captured. They are taken to the same gorge that SMG4 and Mario threw the USB drive he arrived years ago, and are thrown into the abyss themselves. When the plumber group awakens in the mysterious building, they witness the horrors of recolored Mario corpses, followed by X and FM being dragged by an unknown monster that turns them into lifeless husks of polygons. The trio escapes to safety by hiding in a room full of dead plumber bodies. Making it to the exit, Mario is captured by the monster and Glitchy exclaims that they'll come back for help. Cut to the rest of the crew. They barricade themselves inside the castle, stay alive until the corrupted mob busts the door open. But the hobos come to the rescue in the vehicle from the start of the movie. They hop into the wagon, noising surprisingly roomy and luxurious interior, and they back up against the zombie driving away from the castle. Back to the duo, 4 and 3 wander in the forest trying to find help. It turns out SMG3 recognizes the area as the dark web and bumps into a fellow merchant named Gary. It's a shock that they happen to know each other. Gary tells them to head for the live streaming area to get in contact with the others. The two pass by some shady salesman following a charming bit of banter.
Wow, you actually saved me.
Ugh, remember, I only need you alive to turn those corrupted memes back. I would love to see you die otherwise.
You're so tsundere, SMG3.
No, I'm not, you barker.
And arrive at their destination. They come across what I'm assuming is a Pornhub stream that Bob is actually watching. Yeah, he sure does have problems. So Glitchy cuts it off and tells his friends they're in the dark web. One of the hobos asks him where his guardian pod is, but he claims to have forgotten about it. The other hobo chimes in to tell him about what is holding everyone hostage. A virus from another universe. The hobos come from a previous world that was destroyed and the creature happened to follow them into their own, so they need the guardian pod to put an end to it once and for all, before their world is annihilated and moves on to the next. 3 offers to use this pod as a substitute, which crash landed somewhere in front of the Peach's castle, and the refugees are ecstatic that Glitchy's counterpart is there as well, even though they were at the battle when the apocalypse was about to start. But then the 2 plumbers are caught, so the hobo says They'll grab the Guardian 3's Guardian Pod and warns them to keep their avatar safe until they arrive. Whatever that means. Wow, this movie sure took a dark turn, didn't it? But I mean, how these stories go, I'm sure everything will be fine in the end, right? Right? A horrified Mario is in the clutch of the monster's hand, and through its power sees a flashback about the destruction of the Hobo's universe. The virus name happens to be Zero, as it was nearly taken out. Mario, in utter horror and pain, screams as his arm transforms, while 4 and 3 are being erased from existence. Hope is lost until the crew barges in the building, but are halted by the recolor zombies. They get out of the vehicle, and the Hope was proclaimed to end Zero with the pod. The gang helps them fight their way through to stop the virus and save their friends. In the middle of the squabble, Bob and bookends attempt a powerful beatbox that distracts the zombies, allowing them to charge towards Zero.
Oh yeah, it's time for the ultimate rap finisher. Hit it, Bookins! Oh yeah, boy! Bow down to your god! Quick, fly, you fool!
Before injecting the drive, 4 thanks them for their rescue, but doesn't know their names. They gave out the revelation that they call themselves SMG1 and SMG2 respectively, shocking the meme lords. Before they could get to know them more, 2 says they have their own Guardian Pod, that if they get the chance to find it, it'll explain everything. 1 throws the drive at Zero, or SMG0 as it might go by, as it opens a black hole, pushing everyone away, causing the monster to let go of Mario, and then sucking in 1 and 2. Once that is over, Mario is seen unconscious, making his friend believe that he's gone, as Luigi tears up with his brother in his arms. But then his right arm goes back to normal and wakes up, turning out to be okay. The group cheers knowing Mario is alive and well, along with 4 and 3. Bookends happily proclaims that the gang is all here once again, prompting Maggie over at Port Aurora to speculate what she's missing out on. Oh man. Then they wonder about the mysteries of SMG1 and 2 left behind. Why is Mario the avatar that affected SMG4 and 3's life? Essence. Why if they happen to sacrifice themselves in the first place? And that there happens to be more SMGs out there. SMG clone notwithstanding. Suddenly the pod erupts, saying the virus is quarantined, and the recolors are revived, including X and FF. They offer them a ride back home to explain everything. At Blipperville, the town of recolors that likely hasn't been seen in a visit in years, SMG4 asks his old friends to help get rid of the corrupted memes at the council yard. They do just that, filming every blue thing in sight to revive them so 3 can take them back home. Finishing the job, 3 compliments him that he makes an alright enemy, making Glitchy smile. He waves his old acquaintance goodbye for another adventure and relieves his crew is safe and sound. Still puzzled about their milestone adventure, they wish to find out more about the universe and wouldn't mind if it means going through more action and teamwork. Before the story comes to a close, SMG4 once again thanks the audience for a decade's support, rather awkwardly thanks to another 4th wall break, proving that their quest isn't finished yet. A bonus scene back at Zero's lair shows the antivirus on SMG3's pod is about to expire, meaning we haven't seen the last of this thing. Wow, this is a great YouTube movie, and one that holds a special place in my heart, much like the other film. The entertainment level is top-notch. Editing is a step up from the usual SMG4 fare. Pacing is very much on point, and the throwbacks from both the old and recent past are quite nostalgic. It served the anniversary in its title justice. There is one minor problem that prevents a perfect rating, which happens to be the plot. Not necessarily the story itself, though. Remember when I said that the previous video, SMG4's Origins, had some glaring continuity errors? Which I hope this movie will address? It seems that they're planning to build upon it, telling true origins of the SMG4 universe across several videos, and we'll be tackling more on it in the future. Like he has this year's arc storyline, I also love how it proves that Luke and the crew are ignoring the past just to throw a bone for their veteran viewers. Thanks to the callbacks and how it explains the recolors being absent in the universe. X and FM being the most iconic ones sure helped getting up easy from Zero before then, huh guys? For the newcomers, it might have opened the door for new ideas and more possibilities, which helps the show be as far from uninteresting as possible. Sadly, it won't stop the detractors from saying that though. Right now I'm split between where does it go from here and is it coming to an end. With how long it's been and the other shows they're fully animating, Sunset Paradise included, which as now isn't far away from releasing, whatever the case may be. I hope the crew doesn't suffer from burnout or major backlash from catering to an audience like any YouTuber would, and that producing these videos will be satisfying to work on and watch all the way to the end. With that being said, I give this very solid movie a 9 out of 10. Please, if you have seen it yet or have experience on their content now, maybe you find something you like or understand why we hold his content in high regard. That's going to be for my review, guys. I hope you all enjoyed and the review and movie like me and my friends, because they have another hit on their hands. Thank you so much for watching. Sharing this video across all the platforms will be appreciated. Stay safe, wear a mask, get vaccinated. More reactions and reviews are coming, so I'll see you guys in the next time. And Luke and Kevin and all your friends across the Pacific Ocean, congratulations on an amazing 10 years. Peace out.